Hey guys, it's JC. I am jumping on to record a quick one today. I need to apologize. I know if many of you are following this channel, you're probably like, what is her system? What is her schedule? When do videos come out? And I'm sorry that I don't have a more like weekly on Thursdays. My life's just all over the place. So my goal is 2 a month. And if it takes a little longer, just give me some grace. And I'm so sorry, but that's what I'm gonna shoot for. So it's about every 2 weeks to have something new. Maybe if life settles down, I can do more than that. Let's hope so. But for right now, that's where we're at. So today I've been thinking about, I've thrown a couple videos up lately about emotional eating. We've talked a ton on this channel about learning to satisfy ourselves through Christ instead of food, comfort through Him, joy through Him, satisfaction instead of looking to food to fill what it can't fill. But today what I've been thinking about is those that say, okay, got the message. You've said that a lot, but how? So all I'm gonna offer is 2 quick tweaks, just 2 little places you can start, because this is a journey. This is not an overnight thing. To begin to get our soul into the posture of moving toward the Lord instead of the chocolate. It's gonna take a little bit, but where do we start? So here's the first one. Is the idea that, sorry, I'm looking at my notes just for a sec. The idea that when you see yourself reaching for the junk food or the fix, the hit, the food hit, whether you're standing in the kitchen or opening a drawer at your desk, wherever your stash is, or pulling through a drive-through at your favorite place, when you see yourself hungering, running to the food, whatever that looks like for you, in that moment, I want you to shift that mental voice of what you say to yourself. A lot of times we feel shame over those moments and guilt. And I'm such a failure. And here I go again. And I told myself I wasn't going to do this. And that kind of tape starts playing. Let's maybe try to shift it to a new tape. And instead of seeing it as belittling or condemning ourselves for doing the thing we promised ourselves we would never do, why don't we see those moments as a distress signal? As it's kind of like the check engine light going on in your car. You don't get mad at your car. It just tells you that your car needs service, that there's something not right in your car. So if your soul is hungering and thirsting and needing a fix, yes, a lot of us have run to food, but let's not look at the food for a minute. Let's look at the hungering and thirsting and begin to tell ourselves, okay, what is that check engine light saying? What's wrong? See it as a distress signal, as an opportunity, an invitation to look in your heart and maybe allow your body to tell you that something isn't fulfilled, something isn't right, what needs aren't being met. What, instead of just running to the kitchen and just stuffing it and numbing it, just give yourself 30 seconds. Why am I standing in the kitchen right now? What need is crying out for satisfaction? Did something make me mad? Did something make me stressed? Did I have a thought that showed up and then instantly my gut reaction is grab food? Start looking at your own patterns and behaviors and asking the question, why is this distress signal going off? What does that check engine light mean? Instead of the guilt, let's just dig and look a little more at what's going on, because then we can go to the right source if we understand the need that isn't being met. Okay, the second one comes from a quote from a book I recommend all the time. It's called Full by Asheritah Tutu, and I'll link it below. Hopefully you've read it. Oh, please tell me you've read it. But it's about the idea that we think, okay, I know I need to lean on Christ more, but I just don't want Him like I want the chocolate. Does that make sense? I just don't know how to do that. My scriptures, prayer time, it just feels dry. The chocolate doesn't, or whatever food you're running to. My heart just doesn't want Him like that, and it doesn't satisfy like that. When I try to open my scriptures, it's just not the same, and the food is the hit, it's the bliss. and my spiritual life doesn't feel like bliss. And if that resonates with you and you feel like maybe you're just like, I want to want it. I just don't. I want to go through the drive-through. That's the thing that's feeding my soul right now. Here's what Asherita says. She said the first step for her was to begin by being honest with God and saying this. This is a quote. She says, I've been a Christian my whole life and I love you, but I don't really hunger for you. Will you teach me how to hunger for you? It's okay to ask the Lord and say, I don't hunger for you. I know I should. I know it's got to be better food than what I'm doing to numb and stuff and repress all the feelings and emotions and all this emotional eating. I know if you're a believer in Christ, you know you're a believer for a reason. But if we're not experiencing it, maybe he needs to teach us how to hunger for him, what that looks like, to actually have him create in us that hunger for him. We can go to him with that kind of honesty. He's not going to shake his finger at us and go, why have you been eating all those chocolate chip cookies? Why have you been binge? It's an awareness that we don't desire the right things to fill our souls sometimes. Our natural man, our old man just wants that hit that will please the senses. And we don't know how to make the spiritual life hit that same way. So it's okay to ask him, to be honest with him and say, I want to want it. You've got to help me want it. Because I don't right now. I don't reach for my scriptures the way I reach for the candy bar. Help me. So those are my 2 quick suggestions this week. Number 1, use the craving as a distress signal, a check engine light, instead of a moment of guilt and condemnation and shame. Use it as an invitation to ask yourself, why is that light on? What am I doing running for food? What's leading me to run? The second thing is to go to the Lord and be honest with him and ask him to inflame that desire in you. Ask him, as she said, I don't really hunger for you. Will you teach me how to hunger for you? To ask him that question. And I think we'll open up to a whole new experience with him if we'll do that. Now, if you want to go deeper, as always, I will link my emotional eating class below. I will link my satisfied class below that talks about finding fullness in Christ instead of food and what that journey looks like. But for today, maybe it's enough to just start with those 2 things. Let yourself take the time that you need to process. A lot of us have emotionally eaten for decades. It's not going to be fixed overnight. He doesn't expect us to fix it overnight. With his help, bringing him into this, we can slowly learn to feed our souls on the true bread of life. Hope that helps this week. I'll see you again in a couple weeks.